Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, then welcome. My name is KAMANI ALANA. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again in another video. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the new Natasha Denona, the Metropolis palette. Child, when I saw this palette, I was like, yes. I mean, the colors are just stunning. All of the shades are stunning. Now, I know a lot of people were like, listen, if you have all of Natasha Denona's previous palettes, which she has like the Sunset palette, the Lilac palette, all of those palettes, then you probably didn't need this one, but I don't. I actually have just the Sunrise palette, which I am absolutely incredibly in love with, which I did a video before reviewing that palette. I'll link it below because I was like, you need this palette. Like, it was just such a beautiful palette. But I had to get the Sunrise palette because I don't have all of Natasha Denona's older palettes, which is fine because I'm so excited because it's like she kind of combined a lot of those shades from her like her gold palette and a few other palettes into this palette. I believe they're not necessarily all repeat shades, but they're very similar shades, but I love that they're all in one. So without further ado, let's break into this palette. So here is a palette, clearly on the packaging here, so gorgeous. I was just inspired today, so I had to wear my beautiful kimono that went with that peacock color green. Her packaging is always freaking fabulous. Then we have the actual palette, just so freaking gorgeous. I mean, this is the traditional format, almost the traditional format of a Natasha Denona palette. It usually comes in this sort of almost like patent leather packaging. And so with that said, let me show you what it is compared to the Sunset palette. As you can see, the Sunset palette is a little bit smaller than this one. So basically it's a little bit longer, but it's not as, the height is not as big as her previous palettes, like her gold palettes and usually like her basic palettes, which is totally fine. I like them a little bit smaller. They don't have to be so huge all the time, and it just makes them easier to like travel with and go into. But let's just go into the shades right quick. Let's get into that. So ta-da, we have a mirror here. It's a bit small. I would have liked the mirror to be, you know, do the entire panel here. The colors are here actually on this plastic piece, and then let's just get straight to the shades, honey. I mean, let me just move this around for you guys just a little bit so you guys can see how rich and just pigmented these colors are. Aren't they gorgeous? I mean, I just love them. And I love that there's flats and shimmers in this palette. So altogether, you're getting 28 shades in this palette, which is amazing. And so already taking a look at this palette, I just, it's just so gorgeous, you guys. You have some transition shades here, your flat and matte shades here. You've got some metallic shades, some chrome shades. So you just got some beautiful shades going on. You got some greens, some golds. Ooh, look at this beautiful like red burgundy, some yellows, some, ooh, look at that, some greens. I mean, I just ready to play in this palette, so let's just get started. Whew, I pulled it real close for you guys so we can just get into this eye. You can see what it is. Don't judge me. Don't even judge me. Don't even try it. Just don't judge me. Okay, so I'm wondering what colors I want to go in with first. I think what I want to do is let's go in with a transition color. So I think I really just kind of want to go in with like, it's like this dark mustard color. On camera it's coming out a little bit lighter than it is, but I'm gonna try this mustard color. So let's start with her, and to get the colors I gotta go down here. So we're going in with Rhizome, I think it's called. So let's start with that first. So I'm gonna go in with my MAC White Series brush here, and I'm gonna try to use the mirror here. Oh shit, I forgot to take the film off. I'm gonna try to use this mirror here. I gotta take this film off because I couldn't see and I thought I was being cute, and then I was like, I can't see nothing. Okay, let's start over again. So we're gonna go with Rhizome. I'm gonna go in with my MAC. This is a fluffy White Series brush, and let's just see what we have here. Yeah, that's cute. That's real cute. The only thing that I'm finding about this palette already, and I haven't even barely swiped, is when I have to flip this up and then I want to look in the mirror and then flip this down to look in the mirror, right? And then I got to flip this up to get my eyeshadow. So I can already tell this is going to get on my nerves. But the cool thing is like there's a tear guard here, so you can just tear this off if you like. So I'll probably be tearing that off. I'm just going to be honest. And so don't mind me because you could see me, you're going to see me flipping this a million times over again. So I am just coming up a little bit higher here too. It's just such a beautiful, like, nice yellow here. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with this color. This color is in Ripe. And remember, these colors are a lot deeper than what they're appearing on camera. So we're gonna go in with that. Let's go in here. Ooh, hello. You know what? I'm just gonna keep with like the Natasha Denona fashion because I swear her eye looks are so freaking gorgeous. She just melts all of her eyeshadows together. They're just so beautiful, where she just makes like this super sultry eye, whether it's a gold or a green or whatever colors that she's doing. It's always like just a beautiful mesh of shadows that just kind of come through. This color is pretty. I wasn't even, I mean, I was looking, but I wasn't really looking. Like, that's cute. So I'm just gonna drag out my shadow here because she always just drags her shadows out. It just really elongates the eye here. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag it out here and then pull it back in. And look at this pigment, you guys. Like, this pigment is so bomb. Like, so pretty. Now I'm gonna go in with this bottom color, which one is it? Antique, right here, and just to deepen up my crease here. And I'm just kind of going in with the same brush. I'm just wiping it off on my paper towel here. And then, so what we'll do is just kind of deepen up that crease right there a little bit. I'm just gonna pack it like real low right here. Now, you know, I have to go in with a pop, and I mean, oh, this color right here is just giving me life right here. Like, but I think I'm gonna go in with this green one right here, and this is in the color Jubilee, this beautiful green and blue jewel tone shade right here. You know what I'm gonna do though? First, I'm gonna take some Fix Plus. I'm just gonna wet her because I want her to be like, yes. And let's see what she looks like. I'm just gonna swipe it. Oh, yes, give me my life back, honey. Like, oh, ooh, child, that is so gorgeous. I'm gonna come above my crease a little bit here. Yes, that work. I love it. Too much for me. It's just too much. I can't, but I can, but I can't, but I can. I'm gonna take my fluffy brush again real quick just to see how I feel about that, just to blow out that green here. Or I'll say jewel toned. Like, literally, like, my stylist would always be like, it's not green, okay? It's emerald. And I'm like, you're right, it's emerald, my bad. Do not say green, it's emerald. So this color is definitely an emerald color. Ooh, this is looking so pretty so far. I just did like a little drag out right quick. Ooh, let me fix this little drag out though, because she's not as much though. Let's like dramatize her up a little bit more, shall we? Listen, I'm feeling so cute about this look. I think I want to go in with Aqueous, and Aqueous is this gorgeous one right here. See, listen, I'm like killing this palette already. Like, I haven't even used any of these shades. And look at this gold shade over here. I got my fingers in this one. This one's about to fall apart. I'm being like real rough with this palette right now. I don't know why, but Jesus, I'm trying. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this color in Aqueous, that now that my fingers been all dipped up into it. And I think I'm just gonna come in sort of my inner corner, coming into the middle of my lid here. Taking another White Series brush here by MAC, and let's just see how she looks. Oh yeah, that's, yeah, it just adds like another little dimension to it. So I'm just bringing that to sort of like the middle of my lid here. So I have this blue kind of gradiating into this green here, and I'm really just packing it on right in this area. So from my inner corner onto the middle of my lid here. Wow, look how gorgeous that is, you guys. Like, oh, yes. Now I'm gonna go in with the color Imperia here, just to do like something in the center of my eye here, just a little bit. And I'm actually just gonna use my finger. So I just wanna just see how that looks. And I'm just gonna bring it up through my crease here, and then I'll blend it out in just a bit. I did not have to do much, honey. These are layering really, really, really nicely. Look at that. Ooh, girl. I feel like I'm definitely channeling Natasha Denona right now. Like, this is like totally her style, which I love so much. She's such an amazing freaking artist. Love her so much. Like, ugh, just love her. Now I'm gonna go back in with Ripe, which was this gorgeous color right here, that pop of like apricot orange there. And I'm just gonna go back in a little bit, so just so I can blend this a little bit, that gold coming into my crease here. And just to add more of a pop, just to see how these layer as well. I'm just crazy like that, so I'm gonna go back in with that blue, just to kind of blend out that little bit of gold right quick. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this color. This is in the color Enigma. It looks black on screen, but it is not, honey. It is a very, very, very dark blue. So I'm gonna use that as my liner. I'm gonna take my dose of colors. This is my angle brush here, and I'm just gonna pop that in there. When I tell you guys, there's not really any fallout on this palette. Like there really is not. Like I'm not having any troubles with fallout whatsoever. I mean, these glide on so beautifully, like a dream. Okay, now I'm gonna come underneath my eye, and this color is in Symbol. I mean, they look pretty similar, so let's just see sort of what that difference is gonna be. But I just kind of want to like smoke my eye out here, so let's grab a smudger brush. This one is by MAC as well, and see what we have here. This is almost like a deep blue with like a teal in it. It's a little bit different than you think it is coming out of that pan. So they are definitely two different colors. So I'm just gonna pull this underneath. Ugh, bitch. Oh my God, bitch, I am in it. I mean, what the and honestly, if you guys can see these in person, like they pop even so much more in person. Like these are freaking gorgeous. Okay, you guys, now I have to go into this color. This color that's popping off the page right now is Penny, and I think I'm gonna use that in my inner corner. So let's see what happens with that right quick. Let's see what Penny trying to give. And it literally like is the color of a penny, so just saying. I didn't really want to take away from like the greens and the blues and all of that, so this is like a good pop in the corner. I'm just going to line my inner waterline. So I'm gonna go in with this Lancome pencil. This one is in Azure, and you can kind of see really quickly. It's like this dark blue teal green. It's like perfect for this look. I believe it's a gel eyeliner. It's so great. So I'm gonna go in and line my eyes really, really quickly. I didn't want to go with black because I'm just trying to keep with the color scheme that's going on here. And I'm just gonna come in my lash line just a little bit here as well. Ooh, this takes skill, honey. And I don't even know if I have it all the way down, because watering your inner eyeliner without like holding your eye is not the easiest thing. The fact that I'm talking while I'm doing this is like a freaking miracle. Wow. You guys, pretty beautiful. Let's throw on some mascara really quickly. I think we're done with this eye look. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Skirt. Let's highlight this brow bone a little bit. Why not? We can use one more color. We can try it one more time. And Natasha Denona style. Let's go in with a little bit of shimmer. So I think I'm gonna go in with this really light color, and honey, yes, Queen, because that's what she is. So this one in Queen. Let's see how she turns out. I just wanna kinda see what we're dealing with here. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, okay, it literally added that pop that I needed, but I need to blend this clearly. So I'm gonna go back in with this color, which was in Rhizome, that bottom one right there. It was like that mustard yellow color, and then just so I can start blending this up a little bit more so it's not so like boom. Because that's one thing about Natasha Denona, she does not really do lines. It's just all like blurred in together. So let's get this up here just a little bit, just to blend the two. And there you have it. Boom! Let's go in with my Hourglass. This is the Caution mascara really quickly here. And let me throw her on. Just, you know, like a little light coat, because we're definitely gonna put lashes on with this look. And then let's hit up these bottom lashes though. I'm gonna go in with some lashes here. These are in Miami Lust by LA Charme lashes, and these are just so great. They're faux mink, they're super affordable, so they're 3D faux mink lashes, and so I just didn't want them to be like too full because I want you to still see my eye. But these are just super flirty, they're fluffy, they're great, and they all cost between like $4 and $8, which is amazing for a 3D faux mink lash. So like I said, super affordable, and you'll see once I put them on. Check them out. Yeah, so we have lashes on and the eyes are done. So gorgeous. So I'm gonna go finish my face, the rest of my face off camera, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so here is the finished look. I am in love with this look. It's just so beautiful. It's just so luxury. It's just so luxe, you know what I mean? But here, let me give you my final thoughts on this palette. I'm loving it. In love, bitch, I'm in it. I'm all the way in it. I am here for Miss Natasha Denona. This right here though, this is such a beautiful palette. Let's go ahead and take a look at the shades again, even though I probably killed this palette on my first time using it. Lord have mercy. And I know some of these shades seem like they're a little oddly placed, but for instance, if you take a look at even this quad right here, look how they're placed together and how that can just create a color story. So if you're looking at it by quads, try to do it that way so it doesn't become so intensely overwhelming. Like this look right here, this quad right here would be amazing because this is in the gold and greens. Like that's an iridescent, you know, sort of gold green undertone. That's an olive undertone. I mean, that would be just a look in itself. We sort of already used this quad right here in creating with this look, and then we also use that. So there's so many things that you can do with this palette. Even if you don't want to go as colorful as I did, you can keep it in the golds. There's also a lot of mattes in here as well, so you can just keep it very, very matte as well, in case you're like, I just want to throw on some makeup, I just want a little definition in my crease. I also want to mention that these shadows blend like a dream. I mean, they're just gorgeous, especially when I'm going into shimmers and things like that. I cannot stand dry shimmers because then they become patchy. That is not the case with this palette whatsoever. And one other thing that I want to mention about Natasha Denona palettes are, number one, they're worth the money, and number two, which is one of the biggest things for me, especially if you're going to buy a huge palette like this works on any skin tone. Like literally all of these colors pop on lighter skin going to fair skin, and they definitely pop on darker skin, and that's super, super important when you're talking about if you're gonna spend $129 on a palette. I am just freaking living for this palette. Oh, just saying. This palette is just a banger. It's a winner. Like this one is everything. Like I am so in love with this look, and they just blended in like a dream. So those are my final thoughts, honey. Thank you guys so much for joining me in yet another review. If you like what you saw, please consider subscribing. I would absolutely love and adore that. Also, I want to hear you guys' thoughts. What do you guys think about the palette? What do you guys think about the color scheme and the color story? Go ahead and sound off below. Pop your comments down below. Love to hear from you. And don't forget to hit your notification button so you never miss a video by me ever in your life. And until next time, I will see you guys on the next one. Mwah.